Hey, Eaglers. I'm going to keep calling you Eaglers, even though maybe I might rename this channel at some point. Anyway, hey, it's Alex here. I hope you're all well. Do I look a little bit tired? Maybe a little bit. I think that's because I've been sitting in front of this screen for hours, generating some really cool images with ChatGPT. You know that ChatGPT does image generation now, right? Yeah, I mean, we had Midjourney and those other ones, and they were pretty cool. But now, from within the ChatGPT chat, you can just ask it for images, like made up images from like the top of your head, just give it some inspiration, or you can get it to transform your own photos. And this is really, really cool. So for example, I can give it a photo like this photo of myself and my mum sitting on the edge in Ronda here in Spain. And it can generate something like this, or something like this, or maybe turn us into Lego like that. It's so much fun. It's so cool. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use ChatGPT to turn your images into some really cool things. And I've got 20 prompts that I'm going to share with you. So 20 ideas. So things like Lego, like watercolors, like maybe Picasso. I've got 20 just like that. I'm going to show you the outputs of those prompts on that image, and I'm also going to share with you some of the weird things that happened while I was making those images. So it's going to be fun. Stick around. But also, before we jump into it, I'm going to show you in my next AI video how you can make your images move. So you can generate a really cool image using ChatGPT, and then you can make it move a bit like this. So you're not going to want to miss that. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit the like button if you kind of like this new AI content that I'm messing around with. I really hope you do. But anyway, let's jump on the computer. I've got ChatGPT installed on my computer, and let me show you how you can create some really cool images from your photos and share with you those prompts. Let's go. Okay, so here's ChatGPT. I'm running the app on my Mac, and of course you can access it from the web. Just go to chat.com, or you can access it on your phone by downloading the app from the App Store or wherever you get your apps from. So to change a photo into some really cool image, you just got to give it a photo to start with. So I'm going to click on the little plus, go upload file. I want this one. I'm going to upload that, which is a picture of me and my mother. And then you can just give it a prompt. So let's start with something super simple. I'm going to share with you, as I said, 20 prompts, but let's start with a popular one. So we'd say, make this photo look like a, let's pick a good one to start with. I think Pixar is always a good one. So let's go with a realistic Pixar style render. Then we press enter and the magic should happen. Now it does take a few moments for the image to be generated. So I'm going to do a quick edit. Okay, so there we are. Now, I don't think my mum's going to appreciate what's happened there with her. I mean, if you look at the original photo, yeah, the likeness isn't quite right on that. So I'm going to ask it to do that again, but make it a bit more like the original photo. Now, this is something you do have to do with ChatGPT. Sometimes go back and forth with your image generation, keep reprompting and until you get it exactly how you like it. So let me just give it another prompt. Okay, so this is my new prompt. I said the image is close, but the likeness of two people isn't accurate. For example, the person on the left is wearing sunglasses and her hair isn't that grey. Regenerate the image, but pay special attention to the features of each person. So let's see what that gives us. So now it's come back and said, thanks for the feedback. It wants a bit more information, whether I want to keep the same background and pose and any other details. So let me put something in real quick. Okay, so it's come back with this image. I mean, my mum looks a bit better. I don't think I've got a chin like that. My chin is wider, right? So I'm going to give it one last try. And I'm going to say this. So the prompt I've done is, that's great. Keep the background the same, but really analyze the facial features. For example, I don't think my chin is quite as pointy as that. I'm on the right. Make it really good because I'm recording this for a YouTube video. Let's see what we get. So it's come back and said, got it. For the most accurate Pixar style rendering with your real facial features like the more rounded chin, proper facial proportions and likeness, I'll carefully refine the design while keeping the background and pose unchanged. Okay, I'll focus closely on your chin and jawline shape, nose, mouth and general head shape for both of you, hair color and texture. So here's the enhanced version with better likeness coming up. God, the anticipation. So there we go. That's the final image. I'm going to go with that. I mean, I could refine it probably with a few more prompts, but it's getting there for sure. I like it. So let me share with you the rest of the prompts that I've got. I've got another 19 for you. The first one is this one, Pixar style. Try it now on an image that you've got. Let me know how it goes in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Or even share some of the images you generate. That would be fun too. So the next one is anime style. So the prompt I've done is using the original photo, create it again in an anime style. I want it in a 16:9 format, and I've said that because this video is 16:9, and I think they'll look better. So, well, here it is. So there's the anime style photo. I really like that one. It's come out really well, although my mother's hair isn't quite that long. Keeping on the anime theme, let's try a Studio Ghibli style scene. I think that's how you pronounce it, right? Well, here it is. Okay, so that's the Studio Ghibli scene. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. It looks quite similar to the other anime one, but definitely following their style. I've checked what their artwork looks like on Google. So let's crack on with the next one. And the next one I want to share with you is a Disney princess movie moment. Take a look at this. Okay, so there's the Disney one. I mean, it still looks kind of slightly anime-y in a way, but maybe it's the photo I'm using. So let's jump onto something completely different now. Let's get away from the cartoons for a moment. And the next prompt I've got for you is a Picasso style image. So here you go. So there's the Picasso style image. Wow, that's really cool. I mean, we look a lot more serious in that one. But I absolutely love that. I could maybe turn that into a piece of art for my wall here in my apartment. Okay. Keeping on with the kind of great artists theme, and of course you could insert any artist that you want as a prompt. Let me try one more. Let's try Salvador Dali. Here we go. Well, I absolutely love that one. It's definitely captured the kind of surrealism of Dali. I think I'd like some of those melted clocks actually. So I'm going to just ask it to do it again, but with some of those kind of melting clocks that are, signature Dali. Let's have a look. That's much better. That is definitely Dali right there with all those clock faces. So let's carry on with the kind of painting kind of theme. And let's just go for something simple like a dreamy watercolor. So as you can see, the watercolor looks really nice. It definitely looks like a watercolor. But you'll also notice there's a couple of Dali clocks floating around in the background. And this is a problem actually when you're using ChatGPT in the same kind of chat window without creating a new one for each image, is that it can remember your previous stuff. So I'm going to tell it to try and forget that as we move on to our next prompt. So the next prompt I've got for you is this one, which is basically turn the photo into a magical Harry Potter style illustration. Definitely got some Harry Potter vibes going on there. Absolutely love that. That's cool. So it's forgotten all the Dali stuff, I think, and all the previous stuff. I basically said, forget all the previous images. I just want whatever I say, I want a Harry Potter style one. So hopefully it's going to keep that in check and we won't have bits of Harry Potter creeping into the next image. The next image I've got for you is based on the video game Animal Crossing, which my kids absolutely love. So basically, let's transform the image into a Animal Crossing style image. And as you can see, it hasn't got that right at all because it's got the Dali clock there still. And it's not quite Animal Crossing enough for me. So what I'm going to do at this point is I'm going to switch to a new chat window because it can't forget stuff. That's the quite worrying thing about ChatGPT is that you say, forget this stuff that I've told you about, and it doesn't. So be careful what you tell ChatGPT, I'd say. Let's go for a new chat window. And let me try that one again. So I've uploaded the image into the new chat window. I've said transform the photo into an Animal Crossing style image. It should be 16:9 and the people should be represented as Animal Crossing characters. Make it 3D rendered like the modern Animal Crossing video games. Let's take a look. So for some reason, even though I asked it for a 16:9, it's done it as a square image. I mean, I love the image. It's definitely captured what I was looking for in terms of the Animal Crossing game, but it's not done it 16:9. So I should just be able to say regenerate it again as 16:9, like I asked originally. What happens if you get too shirty with ChatGPT? In the future, when the robots take over, maybe it's good to be polite and not be too rude to the AI. So, well, let's see if it can do that now as a 16:9. Okay, it's come up with an error saying it can't do a 69 because that violates our content policies, which I don't know what policy we're violating there, but okay, let's move on. Let's move on. So keeping on the video game style, let's try Fortnite. Okay, so there we go. I mean, it's kind of Fortnite. I'd say it's more Grand Theft Auto, personally, but it's still really cool anyway. Okay, next, let's go for something a little bit surreal again. Let's go for a dark fantasy style. Let's take a look. Wow, look at that one. That is dark. That is fantasy. I mean, I don't know what's happened to my mum there. I like my hood. I like the glowing eyes. That is cool. That is cool. But that is very dark. Let's move into something a little bit more light-hearted. How about Lego? So there's the Lego one. That is cool as well. The exact prompt I went for, I said basically I want Lego and I want us as minifigures and the background made of Lego. Pretty simple. And that's what I got. That's really good. Let's keep it on that kind of cutesy theme. And, well, let's try a Wallace and Gromit inspired image. So Wallace and Gromit is also known as claymation, and, well, this image has certainly captured that. So as you can see, it looks like it's been made of clay. I mean, my mother is starting to get older again with the grey hair and the glasses. But hey, it certainly captured the style of Wallace and Gromit. So yeah, just ask for a claymation style like Wallace and Gromit and you'll be fine. So let's keep it on a similar style, and let's ask for the same image, but this time made out of wool. Okay, so here's the wool one. It's not quite what I was expecting. It kind of looks like felt, maybe. Well, I mean, it looks good, but it's not quite what I was looking for. So the next prompt I'm going to go for is I want it to look like it was knitted out of wool. Maybe that'll make it look more woolly. Here you go. Okay, there it is. Still not quite what I was looking for. I've got this idea that it's like 3D knitted characters, so let me just try one more time with a slightly different prompt. So that's what I was looking for. That is exactly what I was looking for. So the prompt that I actually used was, can you do it again, but the characters need to be made out of wool, but 3D looking. Like the video game Yoshi's Woolly World, which is a fantastic video game on the Nintendo Switch, which I used to play all the time with my daughter. In fact, maybe I'll ask her if she wants a game sometime soon. So sticking with these cute 3D looking images, let's try a Muppet inspired one. Let's take a look at what that prompt throws out. Hey, there we go. Look at that. That looks absolutely fantastic. It's definitely made me very Muppety. And I think it's taken away the sunglasses because that gives a much better effect with the Muppet eyes. Absolutely love that. That's one of my favourites, actually, the Muppet style. You should definitely try that on some of your favourite photos. Keeping it on the kids' TV show kind of theme, let's try well, we've already tried Disney. Let's try the kind of other side, the competitors, the Warner Brothers house. Let's try it in a Looney Tunes style. There's the Looney Tunes style one. I mean, it's made my face kind of wide, but it's good. I mean, I see the Looney Tunes inspiration in that image. So, I mean, personally, I like the ones that look kind of 3D. So let's do another one of those. Let's turn the scene into something as if it was made out of plush, soft, squidgy, cute toys. Let's take a look. So there's the image of myself and my mum made out of plush toys. I mean, it's kind of similar to the wool one, I guess, in a way. And I'm definitely looking fatter for some reason, and my mum's definitely looking older. So I'm going to just correct ChatGPT again. I'm going to tell it to stop making my mum look old, bring back the sunglasses, and stop making me look too fat. Now, the next one actually should overcome these problems because I'm going to ask for the image to be generated in an 8-bit computer style. Let's have a look at the output from that. And as you can see, it hasn't got that one right. I don't even know what that is. It's like, I said I want an 8-bit computer style. That's like, it's cartoony. I don't know what kind of cartoon. I mean, it's good, and my mum looks a lot younger. That doesn't really resemble her at all anymore. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start a new chat again. I think it's probably got confused with some of the previous prompts, and let's try and generate that 8-bit one again. That's much better. There we go. That's exactly what I was hoping for. 8-bit computer-generated version of the photo. Really good. Really good. And actually got a really good likeness. That's weird. Probably the best likeness so far in 8 bits. So we've got 2 more left. Let's go from the past of 8-bit computers to the future. Let me ask it to generate the photo as a super futuristic, neon-y kind of scene. Hey, there we go. That's cool. I mean, I guess the original photo doesn't quite lend itself to that futuristic neon scene. If you're in a town or a city, that would probably work a lot better. But that is still pretty cool. So the final one I'm going to share with you is, well, let's make the photo out of some colourful Play-Doh. Hey, why not? Let's end it on a fairly joyful image. Well, hopefully it is. Let's take a look. So there we are in Play-Doh. That is lovely and bright, and that is a great way to end this video. So there we go. That was fun. You can find all of the prompts that I used in the description below this video. So go check them out if you can't remember them or you just want them as a kind of reference. If you enjoyed this video, do click the like button. I'd love to know what you did with ChatGPT and the image generation. Let me know in the comments. Maybe share some of the images. That'd be fun. I'd love to see what you've been coming up with using ChatGPT. But anyway, until next time, I wish you the best of luck with your websites and indeed with your AI tools. Until next time, see you later.